This photographer was traveling when she received a message from Instagram support that looked legitimate. But after a few clicks, she had lost access to her professional account and is now being extorted for ransom. Millions of small business owners depend on social media. But what if your account is hacked? For Little Rock photographer Erin Venable, it's not a what if, it's a reality.
I get a message from Instagram support. It looks super legit. I fell for it, and it seemed credible at the time. I clicked through, and I assumed that a hacker got my information because not too long after, I got an email from Instagram saying that I'd logged in from Dallas, Texas. I was not in Dallas, Texas.
With 12,700 followers, she was now locked out of her account. Venable says she began to panic.
It is my #1 lead source. How I get like 98% of my clients come from Instagram.
She immediately started making calls and making whatever attempts necessary to regain access.
I called a phone number for Instagram. The first thing that they said was, we don't accept phone calls, so that didn't help. I tried, contacting them, like saying, I forgot my password, whatever I could do. It just was too late. The person had already set up a 2-step verification system.
In the midst of the chaos, the hacker had already changed her bio info, instructing her to contact them if she wanted her account back. So her husband stepped in.
He took over messaging with the hacker, saying, this is a small business. Are you going to do this to a small business? They demanded $500.
And then the hacker lowered the price to $400.
Why didn't you just send the $500 or the $400?
I can't say I didn't think about it. I got tempted, but in the end, I believe they would not let it go, even if I did, and it would become a game.
And she did the right thing. The FBI Little Rock field office advises to never pay ransom. A spokesperson says, quote, "Payment of a ransom does not guarantee that a business's information or data will be unlocked or returned. It incentivizes criminals to continue conducting ransomware attacks."
I've worked so hard to build that, to get published, and in those relationships with the clients that I built, and that's something that you can't just replace easily. And that's the biggest thing, is to just have it taken away so quickly. And also that the platform that provides that doesn't seem to care at all.
And that's exactly the point to this. If you become a victim to this type of hacking, it's nearly impossible to get a hold of Instagram. Even as a media member, it wasn't easy for me to find contact information other than a generic press email. But after much persistency, I did get a hold of a representative, and after 7 on Your Side stepped in, Ms. Venable has been sent a link to re-access her account. We will be sure to follow up on whether or not it worked. Chris?